It's me again. It's me again. You know, I just can't get enough. Let me first start off by saying at these alumni picnics, Ms. Givan, I got a call from a couple of people at Huffman from this past weekend. And they were pretty upset that they were doing their thing with their classmates, seasoned professional people, these kind of people. And you walking around while they taking tequila shots, and they later on see themselves on your video, and they live with their head turned back, and you got it all on video. Don't know if it would affect their job, but you going live. And most people don't even like to be on lives. Most people don't even like to take pictures in public. But that's what you're doing. Now, well, I'm going to say this. It's a way you could do it. But people don't like it. The best picture for real now, is somebody being caught off guard. But when that same picture can hurt somebody, I think that you might want to step away from doing stuff like that because it ain't in the best interest of you. And you might feel ramifications from it. You know, I don't know what your goal is. Well, I know what your goal is, but you need to stop. That's what you need to do. Just stop it. Why are they taking tequila shots? Now, my next issue that I'm really laughing at is because Fox 6 decided not to carry the debate anymore. Talking about bandwidth. Okay. We're talking about bandwidth. Have you figured it out yet, Ms. Givan? They don't want you on their TV. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace. So they don't want you on their feed. You mad, and now you're attacking Fox 6. I think if I was in politics or running for some, I want to keep them people on my side. That's what I want to do. I want to keep them on my side. I've been watching a few of your videos. Looks like you're becoming more and more aggressive with calling people's names out. Well, how you think that's going to lead you, Ms. Givan? How? You are really beginning to piss people off with the things you're doing and the antics that you use. But this right here, 2-3 months now, I'm on you. And it's getting worse and worse. I saw a video, your video, of you a few nights ago. Hey, Jeremy, you got jokes. You got jokes, Jeremy. You got jokes. Jeremy, but you know what? Speaking of same glasses, she came on last night talking about where she buys her glasses from. And I'm just sitting there listening to the names. She's supposed to be black, pro-black, support black. I guess this is a plug I'm giving. Why not go to Blue Vision on Lakeshore, Miss Givan? Black husband and wife team on Lakeshore. So it's a nice spot. Miss Blue is the optometrist, and her husband is the behind the scenes guy. And they're making it work over there. Every design, that's where I get my gazelles from. That's where I get all my glasses from. I guess I'm giving them a plug because You gonna get on your live and talk about all the French and what the Italian eyeglass companies you go to get your glasses. Support the black, Miss Givan. You know, Miss Givan, you keep talking about these parks. Let's get right down to these parks. And many of y'all don't know. Sharona, she not ready. She's not ready. Only thing she ready to do is run a shot house. That's what she ready to do. And she need to take that Barbie lipstick off. She ain't Barbie. But what I'm saying is this. It's always the parks that come up. And keeping the parks cut and mowed and pristine. See, what a lot of people don't realize, the reason why we have so many parks, I said in another video, I got 4 parks within 6, 7 blocks of me right now. What people don't realize, back in the 60s and before, there were white parks and there were black parks. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like to hear this, but we need to get rid of some of them parks and turn them into property that people can buy. That's what we need to do. We don't have a need for that many parks. The one right here on East Scooter Road by Old Cliff House. Really? It's a park though. Basketball go over there. Basketball court there. They need to get rid of it. It's not serving a purpose. But you want the city to come cut it. This city has over 100 parks. She said she's on the street in sanitation department, a member of one of the crews. But the grass high at this park, that park, that park, and that park. We need to get rid of 50% of the parks. I'm going to say this because this is just the way I feel. I feel this. You're talking about revitalizing the parks and in the park centers and stuff like that. I disagree. I disagree with spending our taxpayers' money on something like that. And I'm going to tell you why. Everything under the sun that can and will happen at a park to your child while they down there. Wiggins Park, right down the street from me. Wiggins Park never closed. The center stays open. Kids do not do parks anymore. Kids don't do parks anymore. So why are we going to spend millions upon millions of dollars to revitalize parks? Why? Every time, you know what? And this was in the late 70s, early 80s when I was growing up. Most of your crap happened at the park. I just mentioned the park down the street, Wiggins Park. Gang activity, that was in the 70s, 80s. Homicide, that was in the 80s. That's a park isn't somewhere these days and these times that I'm going to be sending my grandkids to. I'm not going to do it. So I think we need to stop talking about revitalizing all these parks and doing stuff like that. You know what? I saw some other dumbass idea you came up with. You came up with, what was it? Creating a spot for people in these muscle cars, the Hellcats, the Chargers, the Scats, the Camaros, or whatever else you got fast. Now, those that know me, know I had the last edition of the Camaro, SS Camaro. SS2. I know what they're capable of. I had that car up to 185, and they would do it. And I was scared, and I got my foot off the accelerator. But what you did, and you mentioned on your podcast, was talk about how we should buy a spot as a city where they can go and slide. If you don't know what sliding is, it's where a car starts from a park position, gets the tires hot, and once they do, they let go. And it slides that way, slides this way, slides that way. We don't need that. We don't need that. That's the last. I'm going to show y'all an example. Wait a minute. I'm going to show y'all an example of what sliding is. I'm going to show you what sliding is. And this is what your mayoral candidate want to talk about. And you know what? And this has even happened in Birmingham. Sliding has got people hit. Sliding has caused shootouts. But this is what sliding is. But your mayor want this in our town. She wanted the taxpayers of Birmingham. Oh, hey. Oh, my God. You know what? And if you keep watching, that's a whole 5, 6 people that got hit. That's a whole 5 or 6 people that got hit. I rest my case, Miss Givan. Is that what you want? In that one video, you saw probably 7 or 8 people that got hit. And one got hit, fell on the back of the doggone car, and was thrown off. And you want the taxpayers of Birmingham to pay in that? No, Miss Givan. Miss Givan, you want to spend the tax dollars of Birmingham. But when you want to put something like that in Birmingham, that's why right now you got bad credit. You got bad credit, Ms. Givan. That's why you ain't paying these folks. That's why. Ms. Givan, you ain't paying these folks. Your credit bad. You just got a name now. So, you know what? I ain't lying. I told you I never lie on this lady. Go back and look at her lives. This is what she wants for Birmingham to have. So let's just say this. We make the investment to buy a park for the people to go out there and slide. First of all, if you're going to do something like that, you got to have a hell of a lot of liability insurance. Because somebody's going to get hurt. Because number one, if you ever seen them slide, you might have 1 to 3 people hanging out the windows. Number two, you might have 100 to 200 people in a circle watching them do it. This is what you do. You call the mayor of Midfield. You call the mayor of Midfield and ask him how that crap sounds outside of his window when he's trying to sleep, when they sliding at Western Hill Malls right by, what is that, Calvin D's. You ask him how that sound. He can't do nothing about it. He the mayor of Midfield, but the mall is in Fairfield. And they ain't even got no police. So they do as long as they want to. If you want a race, Laster Mountain right up there in Gardendale. What, from Gardendale, Fultondale? 10 miles away. But you want to advocate for this kind of crap in Birmingham. You about as dumb as you look. I'm going to end this by saying this. Ms. Givan, word has it, you coming on the west side this weekend. Keep them cameras out of these folks' face. Keep the cameras out of these folks' face, Ms. Givan. These folks ain't no teenagers. These grown folks. These are grown folks. And they ain't trying to be all on your lives. I don't care how many folks out there hollering your slogan, making it, I don't even know, what is it? I don't even care. Keep them cameras out of them folks' face. This the west side. They do something to you out there. You don't have but one bodyguard. They don't care about that. Keep these cameras out of them folks' face. That's private and personal time. We know they ain't gonna let you be walking around there with pointing the camera in their face. You better put them to the side. But that's all I got.